everybody.
Ignition sequence
We're going live on Blog Talk.
5, 4, 3,
Simulcasting.
2, 1, 0. Liftoff.
And liftoff. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you may be listening to us across the entire globe. This is Tarot Today Live. And Mary's back. Hey, Mary.
Hey, Dax. Hey, everybody.
You're looking
Happy
fabulous.
Psychic Saturday.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Look at the hair. It's getting there.
It's almost there. I've got, I don't know, 4 inches left of like what it used to be.
Oh, yeah. I just got to the point where, I do my own hair now, and I'm just like, just buzzing it off. It's like, it's so easy. I don't have to worry about it, especially, now that we're live on video. It's like, I don't have to do product and fix my hair every day. It's just, crawl out of bed and it looks like this. So,
I know. Where's my hair people? Where's my makeup people? Where's my people?
So for all of our folks listening in on Blog Talk Radio, yes, you can call into the show, 714-816-4628. And I see a couple of callers getting in there already, but you can see us on YouTube. Come over to YouTube. We're YouTube's doing that @ sign thing now. It's @ Tarot Today Live, but you can just open a tab in your browser and type that in. tarottoday.live will take you right over to our channel on YouTube. And then you'll see the live, just click on it and you get in the chat room with us. You can chat live during the show. That's right. And then for all of our friends in the chat, Mary, we've got, let's see, Sharon's in there. Sharona's in there. Who all is in here? Let's see. Rosie's in there.
Hey, Rosie.
Charlotte's in there.
Charlotte.
Kiana. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Welcome, everybody. And, if you are in our chat room, you have two different ways you can just type to us in the chat. You can ask questions. You can ask for a mini reading, or you can call into the show. That's right. That same number, 714-816-4628. When you get through, remember to press 1 on your dial pad so we know you want to be live on air with us. The skinny little...
Raises your little skinny alien arm.
The skinny... That's what it looks like on our switchboard. Skinny little hand on the switchboard there. Oh, gosh. So it's been a while, Mary, and you're back. And
it's spring. I mean, I came back and it's a new season even.
It's true. It's true. Well, me and the audience, we had fun, me going solo for a while there. And
did you play?
Yeah, I got to play. I played around with, different scenes on the cameras and things like that. And it actually went fairly well. Everybody missed you, though. I got to tell you.
I missed everybody. I did. I missed doing the show and seeing everybody and doing readings for everybody and shooting the breeze with you, Dax.
Everybody's saying hi and wishing us a good day and so forth in the chat there. And
hello.
Hey, if you're new, we are the official broadcast of the Tarot Guild, and the main website for that is thetarotguild.com. And you can come over and join us on the website. Maybe you're into tarot numerology. Come over to thetarotguild.com. Top of any page, you'll see a sign up button. And for a little bit there, the Facebook sign up and sign in wasn't working, but I fixed that. We also have LinkedIn, Google, Twitter. I can't even remember them all, so you can sign up really quick with your social media account, or, the old fashioned way, you can use an email address and password, and you get a free profile on the website. That's right. And you'll automatically get all of our news updates, everything going on. We have a lot going on this weekend.
Yeah.
We've got
we do
our
workshop. Corby's doing a workshop too.
Yeah. And a workshop
on Sunday. That's exciting.
Yeah, we'll tell you all about that later on in the show, but I just wanted to let everybody know, go over there and join the website for free. hang out with us, and for everybody in the chat here, if you're new, are you new?
Are you new?
Doug
Are
used
you
to
new
always
here?
do that to people. He's like, are you new?
You
That
must
was
be new.
that was like his
Well,
favorite thing, but let's let them all know, Mary, that you don't have
yeah,
to request to get on a list or, request to ask a reading. Just
yeah.
pop it in there. If maybe you want something
Just
general,
type in your question or just
type
say,
it.
pull a card for
Yeah.
me, if you just want a general reading. But if you have a specific question, we love those because the more specific the question, the more specific the answer. But also, it doesn't have to be for a reading. Maybe you have a question about the Tarot Guild and what we have going on this weekend, about the shows that we do, or you just might have a general tarot question, like what does it mean when this card comes up? Do I have to do reversals? What are the elements? Anything like that. And even, well, Dax, my goodness, you're a numerologist, you do hypnotherapy. I mean, I do crystals, chakras. We
Reiki.
can cover a lot of stuff. Reiki.
Mary's a crystal Reiki master.
Yes.
I just
That's
put
my
the
Reiki power fingers.
yeah. So I just want to mention, I just put the link in for the workshop, and that's the information page. It's one of those bit.ly URLs. So bit.ly/workshop, and then the date 03/26/2023. And you guys don't have to remember all that. If you're listening to this in archive or whatever, just go to the Tarot Guild website and hit the banner for Deep Dish Card Dive. She mentioned something about allegory and looking into the card. I do not really know exactly what Corby's going to be, but we don't care. We love Corby. Yes, because when Corby teaches something, it's always amazing. I'm going to go to it
and
even if I don't know what the topic is. But what I wanted to tell people, when they go to that link and it's got the information page, there's a link on that page, on that post, to go get the Zoom access, link. And you have to be signed into the website in order to go there. And if you're not signed in, it's going to prompt you to sign in. And so, going back to what I said about joining free and getting your profile on the website, go do that first. So when you go over to the workshop, you'll be able to click the link and go over and get the access link to Zoom. We're going to be on Zoom. It's going to be fun tomorrow. Lots of fun stuff. Speaking of today, though, it's Saturday, March 25th, 2023. I was watching something, I think on YouTube. Well, I'm always on YouTube. And so I'm watching something, Mary, and someone else was talking about, in fact, I think it was the name of one of the videos on YouTube was, is time speeding up? And it's like, because they were talking about since COVID and we all experienced that, but since COVID, it's like, it's worse or something. And I'm really feeling it because I brought up the calendar, yesterday and today, and I'm looking at the calendar, and, the little dot is all the way on the 25th at the end of March. And I'm like, wait a minute, we just started March. What the hell happened? Where did it go? Oh my God, it's just zipping by. It
is.
Can't
it's already
believe
spring.
It. Absolutely. Can't believe it. But the 25th. Okay, so the 25th of every month is a 7. What? Mm-hmm. Well, in classic numerology, Pythagorean numerology, we reduce the numbers to a single digit. So 2 + 5 is 7. 7 is that, well, if it's your life path, those are those natural detectives. 7, kind of intellectual, researchy. They want to know how the universe works. They love their, ancestry research and all that kind of stuff like that. The entire date, though, March, so that's a 3 plus the 25 from today, plus the 7. So that reduces to 1, plus the world year number, 2023, reduces to 7. So 1 plus 7 is 8. So the entire date's an 8, abundance. So the message I got today is about abundance. And it's really interesting because it's like going through abundance, getting to abundance through the research. This is the great time, today and the whole weekend is really a great time to, take that Udemy course or, enroll in my Tarot by the Numbers course, shameless plug, and numerology and tarot in one course, or whatever topic. And this all has to do with, your career, business, projects, even even if you're doing a muggle job, advancing and doing some research this weekend. And then the accompanying tarot card. So the card of the day I got is the King of Wands. And wands, that fiery energy, following your passions, things like that. One of the things about the King of Wands in particular, compared to the queens and kings and, even the emperor and the empress in the major arcana, is he's ready to go at a moment's notice. He's firmly sitting on his throne, but he's kind of, leaning forward a bit. In other versions of this card, he's leaning forward even a little bit more, like he's ready to leap out of there. And that's the message. It's talking about, whatever you're researching, and when you find something, if you connect with it, to just go for it. That's what's really holding us back. And I pulled a couple of cards to clarify a little bit here. I'm going to put them up on the screen here to make it easier. So there's the King of Wands in the center, and I pulled a couple of qualifier cards to make things a little bit more clear. So what's going on? The Death card over here to the left, it's a transition card. Okay, so things are changing. There's change in the air related to this and related to the numerology of today. How do I get more abundance, growth? How do I, what research should I, be doing, what should I be looking into? And notice the King of Wands is facing death. All right. And then the other qualifier card is the Queen of Swords, and she has her back to the King of Wands. And this is giving us a clue. So clarity of thought, the Queen of Swords, swords are thoughts and ideas, intellect. A lot of times when we're, something comes up, either when we're deliberately researching or it just comes up, we're watching YouTube videos and we get an idea or something like that, our thinking mind will get in the way. She has her back to the King of Wands. And so the message here, with King of Wands being the central focus card, the card of the day, really, be ready to make that leap and to follow your passion and follow your feelings, follow the emotion of it when you're drawn to something, to lead to this massive change with the Death card. Don't get trapped by your thoughts with the Queen of Swords over there. Anyway, so that's what I got. Mary, what did you get for a card of the day?
Okay, well, I got a tarot card of the day, which is the Wheel of Fortune. So it really connects to that idea of change that you were just talking about with the Death card. But, these can be all kinds of changes with the Wheel of Fortune. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a transition or transformation, but just know that there's going to be some changes happening. And my clarifiers actually come from two different oracle decks here. One, the Mystic Martian Oracle. Hello. We need some Martian. Hello. And the card I drew from that is the Venusians. And, you could tell they're really like, touchy feely, loving, hugging, race of aliens, I guess we could say, from Venus, of course, because they're Venusians. But, the message of this card, yeah, romance, soulmates, that kind of thing, but really about the empathy. And if you look at that, you can see how you get the sense that the connection isn't just physical with the way their heads are, connecting there. So we're dealing with change. It could be, all different kinds of changes for people listening or watching the show today. Tap into that empathy aspect of the Venusian card, because, when we go through changes, a lot of times our relationships to people around us are also changing, whether that's like on the job, whether that's in, friendships or in business relationships or in romantic relationships too. And then the other card that comes up here comes from the energy attunement deck from Angelic Realms. And this is a chakra card. It's talking about our willpower, how we exercise our will, and working with both the solar plexus chakra and the sacral chakra too. And again, this idea of empathy is going to be pretty important, because when we tap into our willpower, sometimes we could be like, I don't care what anybody says, I'm going to go do it. I'm going to change this. I'm going to make this happen. And, like, everybody stay out of the way because this person's coming through strong with their willpower. So it's saying like, okay, if you are actually the person creating change, put yourself in the shoes of the people that may be affected by that, and try to, be cool about it and not like just, run over people and their feelings. So that's what I get.
Awesome song.
Awesome.
Yeah. This is also the last Saturday of the month. So
Yay!
That means psychic spin, folks.
Psychic spin.
That's
awesome.
right. So you want to tell everybody that's new, Mary, what the psychic spin segment is?
Yes. So the last Saturday of every month, we do the psychic spin segment, and we take a look at, something that is like kind of a bigger question. It can be something like, why are we here? Why do we exist? Are aliens going to arrive? Are robots?
Are the robots taking over?
Yeah, those questions. Also, things that are in the news cycle and not, not so much the like boring news that like you hear 24/7.
Yeah, will Trump get indicted? That kind of thing.
Who knows? It just makes me want to throw my cards up in the air and say, "Don't ask me. Stop asking me." But no, this week there's a pretty interesting story, that I saw in I forget what it was. There were like, and then there were like a few different people covering it, and that is about Africa and whether or not Africa is going to split into two separate continents with a new ocean in between. It sounds, well, what's happening, but as we all know, the planet changes over time.
Continental drift.
Hello, and there's that big rift valley in Africa, and with some of the events that have been happening, the scientists have been kind of noticing like, well, okay, this could happen here. And so why not take a look at that? Because that would really, I mean, my goodness, all our little globes would look different. All our maps would look totally different if there were two Africas instead of one.
And we'd get a new ocean, right? Isn't that what they were?
And a new ocean. Yeah. So all the stuff that we learned in school, like these are the continents, these are the oceans. Yeah, that's going to change. Maybe, potentially. I don't know. We're going to have to draw cards to find out, because
I'm going to put a link to that one article you sent me. So folks can go take a look at it a little bit, because there's some really good images in there where they show all the current plates, and I guess the African plate could split in two, and when you first brought this up, and I had not heard this before, when you first brought this up, I'm imagining, Africa like right in the middle, cut in half. And then when I'm looking on these images, the East African Rift, it just seems like it's just the east, like little strip there. So it's not really cutting it in half, really, but it could part of it come off anyway, and really interesting. Oh, and it isn't the Veep, isn't Kamala going over to Africa?
Yeah, Kamala Harris is supposed to go over to Africa this week, just kind of, but it's not about, like, she's not going to try and stop the continent from like breaking up. But
damn it, I thought she was going to stop it.
I thought she was Superwoman and could do that. Yeah, no, she's going over there about the influence of China on the countries, the economies of different countries in Africa, and like how that influences affecting the whole world. Really.
Well, even though it's not really the same topic. Yeah.
No.
I mean, even though it's not really the same topic, it's still, Africa is in the news, this week kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So what are we asking?
I'm going to ask.
Should we do it now? Or wait till later in the show? Let's do it now.
Let's do it now.
Okay.
I'm going to ask, is that going to happen? Is the continent going to like kind of break into pieces, not exactly in two even parts, but is the continent going to divide into two different continents then? And are we going to have a new ocean, like what they're saying could happen?
Yeah.
Do you want to know what I got?
Yep. What did you get? I'm still looking.
Okay. I'm not getting the sense that that's necessarily going to happen. Obviously the signs are there, whatever. There's definitely going to be some change. I thought this is so cool. The main focus card I get is a strength card. We're talking about Africa, and there's a lion. And this is, in case anybody wants to know, I'm using the inversion tarot, the mini sized tarot in the 10 size from US Games. I love this deck. It's black and white.
It's in a 10.
It's in a 10. So that's the main card there. Preceding that, we have the Four of Pentacles. So like how things have been, things staying the same. That could be changing, We do have the Page of Pentacles. There's more we need to learn about it. Not us necessarily, but, the scientists need to keep monitoring and paying attention to it. And I do think there's going to be some movement because I got the Knight of Cups, So, and then where do we end? We end with the King of Wands. So, the feeling that I get from that, and I don't, I'm not connecting the King of Wands to any one particular person or anything, but I do feel like, there's going to be continued activity. There's probably going to be some moving and shaking with the plates, the tectonic plates and stuff. But I don't get the sense quite yet that anything's going to break off necessarily. I'm just not getting that. But what are you getting?
Well, hundreds of volcanoes all around the world. I didn't know there was so many volcanoes, but they have that picture on the article that I linked, and it shows the triangles, and I'm like, wow, there's a lot of volcanoes. So I did a yes no spread, asked the same question. I got 3 out of 5 yes. So just off of that, it's leaning yes, but there's something left. When I don't get a strong yes or no, I always say there's something left to happen in order for that to happen, And so not anytime soon, the main card on this was the 10 of Wands. So, burdens. Well, all the stress is going on. We've got what's happening with the volcanoes, but also there's always continental drift. But I think I have this feeling that there's more stresses than normal. That it has to do with the atmosphere. It has to do with pollution, and because things are changing, I'm thinking about the water and the oceans rising, which they've been following, and that could put more stress. Things move around, but not anytime soon, right? But what I did get was, okay, so the eight of cups, I think that lends in that direction a lot. It's gonna be a mess for a lot of people in that area, of course, and then they're going to rebuild, and I just get that feeling, and everything's eventually going to be okay. All right. The timing card actually was the 9 of Swords, and so can't put a time on things like this, but it's way out there, folks. 90 to 900 years. There you go. Come back.
Come back to the show.
Yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube 1,000 years from now, come back in time in your time machine, because we'll have time travel by then, right? I hope. And let me know if I was right.
You know what? I want to make a really weird ass prediction, though.
Okay.
Because I was listening to you and talking about the volcanoes and talking about the ocean and all of that. And I just remembered something, and it's really weird, So I don't know, like about 10 years ago, whatever, bad car wreck, blah, 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 went to some wild ass, really cool Reiki chick, like in Santa Fe, who would like blew my mind. But anyways, while I was getting the Reiki treatment from her, I like went on this, like, I don't know, like weird journey where I'm like seeing things and stuff. And I had this thing, long story short, where I found myself in a volcano, right? In this image, in this vision that I was experiencing while getting Reiki from this like wild lady. It was really great. But I don't remember her name, but hey, what can I say? I was out of it. But it was a volcano that was dormant. And it became activated while I was like inside it. And I like rode the lava all the way up, and then
on a surfboard.
Right. I was just like, whoa, surfing the lava. And there's this like fox. And I'm like, what's up with this fox? And I'm like following the fox, and like never follow a fox in your vision. Okay. If anybody's wondering about that, which I have a feeling they're not. But anyways, yeah, don't do that, But anyways, at the end of it, I'm coming back out of it, coming back to like regular reality. And I hear in my head the word Mozambique for no reason. So, and like, I've never even thought about it or figured it out afterwards, but maybe that's what happens with this thing. Because now we're talking about Africa. Maybe Mozambique disappears. That's my prediction. Like maybe it won't be the whole
Kilimanjaro goes off, or something. I don't know. And maybe a bunch of them go off at the same time, and then it pops off. Yeah, because in the chat, Charlotte was saying, I may have missed something, but when is this rift supposed to happen? No, they're not saying it's going to happen anytime soon, Charlotte. The article was talking about there's signs where it's seeming, there is a rift there already, and it seems like it's starting to do that, but we're talking possibly thousands of years, maybe even longer.
Yeah, I think they call it like the Great Rift Valley. That's been there forever in Africa. So that's just like part of the topography of Africa, like this big rift valley anyways, but like underneath
so 9,000 years. I'll go with 9,000. See, that's the beauty of it. I can predict anything, and none of us will be here anyway.
I don't know,
unless it happens
hopefully
in a couple of years with your volcano thing. Kilimanjaro, something.
Goodbye Mozambique.
Mozambique.
Sorry.
Oh no. Oh no. And I see
Evacuate now.
evacuate now. Did want to say hi to Aloha J that came in, and Favor, and H. I love it. Let's keep it simple. H. That's it.
That's good.
One letter. Yeah.
Wow.
And yeah, go ahead and pop your questions in the chat. We will be getting to the questions, folks, but this is a little fun thing. So the psychic spin that we do the last Saturday of the month, and if you guys have any ideas, actually, Charlotte's going nuts in there because we mentioned Trump, and she's like, oh God, now I want to know what's going to happen. Now I want to ask you about Trump.
Charlotte, stirring the pot, Charlotte.
Yes. I'm kind of curious myself, but anyway.
Oh, for God's sakes. Are we going to do it? You want to do it?
No.
Me neither. I don't want to do this.
Let's wait the next few weeks till the next psychic spin and see if anything manifests. And if not, then we can ask the question, because it will not have happened. And we can go, will it ever happen?
Right. Yeah.
We'll wait on that.
I think it's such a loaded question, and people have really strong feelings about it. And I want to just sort of respect that.
Yeah.
What it is.
Politics
have
and
some
religion,
empathy.
We try not to talk about that. Spirituality, yes. Religion, politics, no. But anyway, and we will be getting to the phone calls as well. So this is a great time to call in and get into the queue now, Charlotte, because I know Charlotte wants to call in. I know she's going to do it.
She's going to call in with that Trump question.
Oh, God. I hope not, but maybe something else. Anyway, 714-816-4628. That's 714-816.
That's the number 1.
4628. Yeah. Push that one. Gotta get that skinny little alien hand up. It actually right there on our switchboard. We used to joke about it back in the day, that put your hand up so we know you want to be live on air with us. Then they actually added the hand. Someone must have suggested it to Blog Talk.
They must have heard us. Maybe Blog Talk was listening.
That's right. And we are going to get to the questions. It's at the bottom of the hour already, though. Let me bring up.
Gosh. Yeah, what's going on? We got all this stuff going on.
I know. I did this cool little post that had all of our stuff going on, but I want to get the upcoming shows for Psychic Talk Radio. We are simulcasting on Psychic Talk Radio right now. So tomorrow, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, is Magic Universe with host Sharona Rapsik, and she's going to have back on the show Heather Hardison. And what was I going to say about that? I don't know. No,
it's going to be great.
And that'll be great. No, there was something. Hold on. I want to bring up, because I know I'm going to mess this up. So I want to bring up the details, the information. Okay. So, Heather's from Healing Through Tarot. Through is spelled THRU. And she's actually a psychotherapist, and she wrote the book, The Call of the Cards, but now she's got this new book out, We Divine 3. And so they're going to be talking about that. And of course, later in the second half of the show, Sharona will be taking your phone calls as well. And so write down the phone number we just gave out, because you can use it tomorrow. So 11 a.m. Los Angeles time, 12 p.m. Denver, 1 p.m. Amarillo, where Mary is, 2 p.m. New York, and 6 p.m. London. Yeah, we're only 4 hours difference between New York and London right now. It's usually 5 hours, but it's 4 hours right now. And then on the same day is that workshop we've been talking about, Deep Dish Card Dive with certified tarot master Corby Mitlide. And it's going to be live via Zoom. Everyone is invited. Okay. And that's going to be 12 p.m. Los Angeles time, 1 p.m. Denver, 2 p.m. Amarillo, 3 p.m. New York, and 7 p.m. London. And you can find all this on the website. Just go over to thetarotguild.com and you'll see Deep Dish Card Dive and everything right there. And then, of course, we'll be back on Monday. I can actually say that now, Mary. We will be back Monday because Mary's back. Yay!
Back.
So for those that are new, our Monday show, we don't have the phone lines. We're not simulcasting on Blog Talk. What we do is we give full attention to the YouTube viewers. Yes. So join us in the chat on the YouTube channel on Monday. Same bat time, same bat channel. Okay, what else is going on? Well, of course, we'll be back on Saturday, April 1st as well.
April Fool's Day. Or will we? Because it's April 1st. We might mess with people.
Yeah. And then I wanted to mention the Angelic View. Maria G. Moss will be on doing free mini readings and guide. That's her live show, the first Sunday of the month, which is April 2nd. So I just wanted to give everybody a little heads up on all that stuff, but definitely join us for Sharona's show tomorrow. And it's really nice. You can watch the show and then you can pop over into the workshop and hang out with us. Bring all your questions. Fun stuff. What else is going on? Oh, I guess I should mention, Mary, while we're on the topic, of announcements, you can grab us a cup of coffee. That's right. Just open a new tab in your browser, type in coffee.tarottoday.live. And that's our tip jar. Yes. Buy us a cup of coffee. We'd love that. A lot of you have been doing that.
We love coffee.
We really appreciate it. And of course, if you like the way we do our readings on the show, where it's a tag team, me and Mary, two heads are better than one, two readers are better than one. You can always book a tag team reading too. Just put in tagteam.tarottoday.live and you can book an hour session with us. And as Mary was mentioning in the beginning of the show, we do all the different modalities. So yeah, we'll be doing tarot, but I'll be doing numerology and Mary will be doing a chakra reading and pulling out the oracle cards as well as the tarot. And there might be some Reiki. There might be some crystals. You never know. But
who knows?
Yeah, we could spend a whole hour with you instead of a couple of minutes here on the show, right? Absolutely. So let's see what's going on in the chat here. And I guess I should mention, because I always forget, to smash the subscribe button, hit that bell icon, folks. We'd love that.
And like it if you like it.
Like it if you like it. Yeah. Oh, Ellie made it in there. Hey, Ellie.
Hey, Ellie.
The Moonchild. I'm going to scroll back and see what questions are in the chat. Then we're going to do phone lines. Yeah, we got a couple of callers in the phone lines. Okay. Let's see. I think Kayon at. I'm just going to say K. So K has a question. May I ask what is coming for my connection with Shav? Her feelings towards me were both female. Thank you very much. In today's modern age, I am so glad that she did that. And from now on, that's going to be the new rule. Everybody's got to tell us your pronouns because it would help. Let us know. So we're not, I'm not that psychic that I know of,
the right pronouns,
and everything. And some of the names, when they're coming from African, Indian, various, Pakistan, wherever you're all watching from. And I don't know the gender of some names I see there,
Or how to pronounce it.
I definitely don't know how to pronounce it. That is absolutely for sure.
Are you going to go first? Why don't you go first?
I'm not even bothering to ask. I'm just here. You go first.
Yeah.
You go first. Let's see if we're getting anything. Oh, we just got that in the reading I did for the Africa splitting here. Very interesting. Okay, so the main thing is this 10 of Wands, that overburdened card. Is one of you feeling overburdened there? Perhaps that's the feeling I'm getting. Is that I mean, how does she feel about you? The Fool card. No, she doesn't think you're a fool. That's not what no, but this is a major arcana card. It's a card about life's journey and taking that leap of faith. I think she has positive feelings, but one or the other of you or both of you are feeling like maybe overburdened a little bit. Oh, I love how I just turned that card and got those streams of light. These cards are so cool. I just love this deck. So my suggestion would be to find more balance, in the different areas of your life. But yeah, positive feelings for sure. What are you getting, Mary? Anything yummy for Kay?
Yummy. Look, the central card I get is the Three of Cups. That's a card of friendship. So she does think of you as a friend. There may be some differences, and obviously no two people are alike. One of you showing up as the King of Swords. Okay, so that could be like the analytical person, the just the facts person, that kind of energy, while as the other one is showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. So the more nurturing, the caring, the giving, the connecting one. I don't know what is going on with this friendship, but I have in the past position as the Four of Swords. So I don't know if we've taken like a little break for a few days or we haven't been in touch as often. But what we have coming up in the future position is interesting. It's the Seven of Swords. So, sometimes, people can get a little squirrely if they think that what they're doing or what's going on in their life is something that the other person isn't going to approve of or like very much, that kind of thing. So, somebody's not going to be completely honest about something. And I don't think it's because they don't like you or they don't have a good feeling about you. I mean, they consider you a friend. That's what the Three of Cups is telling us. But, try not to push if you feel like, okay, they're not being totally honest with me, and try and kind of just, keep that sort of open kind of attitude so that, they can, tell you some things, even if they feel like it's something that you're not going to agree with or like very much. So that's what I'm getting.
Awesome. I hope that helped you out. We're going to go to the phone lines, Mary, but I want to let everybody know in the chat that we will try to get to as many questions as we can. H asked, may I ask a question when the opportunity arises? No, you don't have to wait.
Yes.
Just put it in there now. Put it in and we might be able to get to it. So get it in there. Favor's got a question. Crystal Lee came in. Crystal has a question. Hi. Jack Mac has a question. Jack's back in there. Hey, so Jack. we'll get to all you in just a few minutes here. There was another. Wait, there was something else here. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention that Sharon said when we were doing our reading that there are so many conflicting energy and millions of people involved in politics. It's almost impossible to re-predict because it's always changing. When we were talking about that topic. Okay, yeah. So let's see who's waiting on the phone lines. Who's been waiting the longest? Looks like area code 780. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from? 780.
Hey, Dax and Mary. It's Jay calling from Canada. How's it going?
Jay, good. How are you doing?
Kenyatta.
Jay. Sorry, Mary. Jay.
What's up?
That exotic, distant land.
I know.
Hey,
I've
What do
always
you wanna
felt
talk
Jay
about?
was exotic.
Your cards are really interesting. So, Dax's cards are really nice cards. Really
Oh
shiny.
yeah, they are.
Awesome
They're
sauce.
fancy.
Hey, if you guys are watching on YouTube, I'm gonna pop up the URL right now. thetarotguild.com/gold foil. Grab that deck. I just love it. So
Yeah,
what's
they're
going
awesome.
on, Jay?
Really, really. So we talked about a while back regarding job situation, and there's one that's pending, and one actually is a very good fit for me. So what they did is that they interviewed me about a couple days ago 4 days ago on the 22nd. It's a real awesome interview, and now it's to the next stage. Now they said there was an awesome. They really like me. Now it's this next stage of actually taking a test now. A disc test, if you know what that is. Yeah,
Wow.
which is interesting. Kind of like a psychological. Wow. Yeah. So it's like, yeah. So I hate tests, but anyhow, I'll have to go through it anyway. I just wonder how that's going to go. I'm going to answer these questions as best I can. So it's just interesting how it's playing out right now.
Okay, yeah. So it's kind of like just checking you out to make sure you're not like, Looney Tunes or something, right? That you're a good fit for them. It's not right. It's not like, what and so yeah, a lot of people don't have tests, but that kind of test, like, I mean, you can't really fail it. It is what it is. So try to put any, pressure or anything that you usually feel around testing, put that to the side. It's not that kind of test, just relax, just be yourself. And how does it go? I get the 4 of Wands is the first thing that comes up. Look how balanced that is. Okay. It's these are unillustrated pips, but look, it's just this nice kind of like, 4s are about stability. I think they're going to think you're stable. And we also get the 10 of Pentacles. If I can hold it up. Yeah, there we go. That's terrific. That is a card of like really, like satisfaction and contentment. And the King of Wands is the other card that comes up here. So, like go for it. The King of Wands is the dynamic energy, creative energy, all of that. And I just feel it's like, just chill, just take it, just answer the questions best of your ability. I think you're going to do really well. I think they're going to like what they see. But let's see what Dax has.
Yeah.
Maybe he has something else.
Thank you. Thank you, Mary.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
I feel the same way. Looks good to me. I'm getting a lot of swords cards. So, the first card that I got was the 5 of swords. It's like, that looks conflicty. But I think what's really going on here, because right next to it with her back to the 5 of swords is the Queen of Swords. And then the King of Swords shows up later. It's that overthinking it, don't overthink it. I think that's the real message. The main focus card is the Lover's card. It's the only major arcana card I think only major I'm getting. So that is looking really good. And then any little bit of help, Page of Wands. So if in this there is any, this, I know it's not that kind of test and so forth, but if it comes up in some way and you can bring up, because the Page of Wands is talking about education, if you can bring up your credentials, education, experiences, this card also talks about world travel, anything like that. I think that's going to help. It's a little clue coming in from the tarot, but that's what I got. I hope it helps you out.
Looks good, Jay. Thanks for calling.
Oh, yeah. I'm grateful. I'll send you some coffee money. I think I said sent before.
Cool.
I think I did before.
You did. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much. It was really sweet.
Yep. And now you got to call us back and let us know what happened. Are you losing psychological?
Yeah, we want to know if you're a Cocoa Bananas, that's even better.
Inquiring minds.
I know. It was really actually great. Hank, you're welcome. It was really great news to get that message yesterday to the because actually it was my birthday yesterday. So, thank you so much.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Well, I'm grateful. I'm really grateful for that too. So,
how old are you now?
And I'm really grateful for the message. I'm old.
Really?
I got gray hair just like you.
Wait,
super old.
The reason why I asked was because I was really curious because you have like a really young. I'm 27-year-old or something type voice.
Yeah. I thought you were like 30.
Oh, okay.
30 at the most. Yeah.
Thank you. You know what? probably what it is that I don't spend a lot of time on social media.
Right.
Hey, I got to use the filters on Zoom just to to kind of get rid of some of the lines. Anyway, thanks for calling, Jay. Call us back quick and let us know what happened. Maybe next week or something.
Yeah, we want to know.
Yes, I will.
And happy
You're
birthday.
welcome. Okay, well,
happy birthday.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm grateful for it. We'll catch you later. Take care. I love the messages. Take care.
You too.
And that's the young man from Canada, Jay.
Kenyatta.
We're going to call him the young man from
Glenn.
Canada from now on, right? Okay, and we're going to take another phone call here. Area code 801 is waiting in the wings. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name's Charlotte, and I'm calling from Utah, and I think I have a crush on Jay.
It's Charlotte. Oh, by the way, Charlotte, you too? I thought it was just me that had a crush on Jay. I mean, you just hear his voice, and it's like, oh my God, is that the best voice you've ever heard? You just want to
I know, right? I'm like,
cuddle with him or something.
We have the Jay fan club going on here.
Exactly.
I'm telling you. No. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's something in that voice. Woo. Yeah. Hold on. Let me.
Right.
I gotta get the tarot card fan going. Look at that.
Right. I was gonna say, get the fan.
See, cards are
getting hot in here.
You can do so much with your tarot cards. You just don't know. They're so useful. What's going on with you, Charlotte? It's great to talk to you. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I love this show so much. I can't even tell you. Almost as much as I love Jay.
Right. Almost.
Well, I am adorable too, So's Mary.
That goes without saying, actually. And Mary's beautiful. And
I love her hair. I gave her compliments on her hair in the green room today.
Thank you.
I always love Mary's hair. I want Mary's hair. I love it.
Thank you.
I do too.
You're frightening me.
Then I could be an old 1970s rocker, with the hair, and
totally.
Well,
or Howard Stern, I'm on radio.
Be that way, dude.
Yeah.
Did you hear me?
No.
That you're gonna have to stop cutting your own hair if you want to be a rocker.
Yeah. Dax is gonna have to he sings. You could be a lead singer, Dax.
That's true. I do sing.
So what do you want to talk about, Charlotte? Do you want a mini reading, or do you have something else?
Okay, so this is odd because this question doesn't necessarily have to do with a love interest as much as I have been feeling really strongly that somebody's going to be, and it's so funny that Jay was the caller just before this. I swear Jay's call was not the inspiration for this question. But
you want to know if you're going to get with Jay, our last caller, right? Is that the question?
Don't make me ask about Trump, Mary.
Hey, at least, Mary, she's coming up with a better question.
Go for it, Charlotte.
Anyway, it just seems like I feel like somebody is going to be coming into my life, or that I'm more ready or something, which I know is virtually impossible because I live like a dang hermit. But, you know, me and the dog, we're happy.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's
That's kind of the question.
No, anything like that. Yeah. And like I said, it's not necessarily a love interest as much as maybe just.
Yeah, you know, like maybe it is though, a love interest. This is what it looks like to me. Okay.
Yeah,
right
maybe.
now. Right now what I've got is I've got the 5 of Wands with the 10 of Swords underneath it. Okay. So what I feel like is, everybody knows I'm not a fan of the fives, but the 5 of Wands is interesting because it's not just like conflict and stuff, but it's also like competition, And I feel like what this is saying is that, like, one, when we reach the 10 of Swords and it being how I read, being pushed down, like being the card underneath everything, it's saying like, okay, that energy is kind of being repressed. So all of the things that you've gone through, like in the last few years, even, that was like hard, where you really felt like, oh, I'm like up against the wall and I can't make progress and I feel so limited. All of those things that we connect to the 10 of Swords, we're moving away from that. And the Page of Wands comes up. We're entering a new phase. And Page of Wands is a wonderful card to get for spring anyways, And I do think there's somebody coming in the form of the Knight of Pentacles. Now, sure, they could be an earth sign, your Taurus, your Virgo, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that. I feel like it's more about the energy of the Knight of Pentacles, where it's kind of like slowly, nobody's rushing in, but there's movement here. And you're feeling like something's happening. And then the last card I get, Charlotte, is the Ace of Cups. So don't tell me it's not love. It's love, baby. Love, love, love.
Oh, wow.
Sorry,
I wouldn't say no.
Right. Good. That's the good thing. Don't say no. But let's see what Dax is getting.
Charlotte, don't say no. Okay. So here, the first card I got, this is the perpetual Charlotte. The Hanged Man, or in this case, the Hung Charlotte. Anyway, just hanging out there, delayed, right? But of course, tarot is multi-layered, so it's also hinting at the way out, which is thinking outside the box. And it made a lot of sense because, look at our conversation before Mary and I started pulling cards. You were all about how you can't find love or the new person or relationships.
I didn't say can't. I just said it's not likely.
Why it's highly unlikely. It's like I'm out here in the sticks. Yeah. So the Hanged Man is talking about thinking outside of the box. How can you shift that energy? And today's all about shifting. Remember the cards of the day and the numerology of the day earlier. I got the Devil card, what you're attached to. You are attached to this. This is basically just reaffirming everything Mary said. You're still attached to the way it's been the last few years, through the COVID crisis and everything else and before, and the way things had to be, or how you think that relationships come about, how you think you're supposed logically, how I am supposed to meet someone, that kind of thing. You got to get rid of this attachment. That's what it's talking about. And then after you do that, new opportunity comes in. Ace of Swords. All right. It's all about you. It's all about strength, abundance. That's the number energy of the day. The date actually is 8 energy, you know, abundance, having the inner fortitude, inner strength to even go for it. Like Mary was saying, go for it. And, and then what happens? The King of Wands comes in. So like Mary got that knight, I got the king. Yeah. You know, different cards, different suits. This one might be a fire sign, for instance, you know, but doesn't have to be. The main thing is that Mary and I both had a court card show up. Someone shows up. Okay. So I think it can happen. I think you can go for it. And by the way, I just had to mention that is also the card of the day. So, you know, the tarot is winking at us, Charlotte. It's no accident that you asked this question today.
Yeah.
Because I swore I would never. And then I just went, I'm going to, because honestly, Mary, the last time I asked you this question, you were being typical Mary. You're like trying to be so nice, but basically it was like, you don't stand a snowball chance.
It's like, even, you know, what happens is we gotta shift. You know, we gotta shift, because that's why I'm saying, don't say no. Don't say no. You know, don't say it can't happen.
I wouldn't say no.
Don't say no when it does happen, and don't say no to yourself. Like, this doesn't happen for me. This isn't how my life is. Change it. It's all within your power to change it. Your life, you know.
Remember the numerology of the day, the 7,
and it's spring.
And it's spring anyway. You know, I mean, think outside of the box, and what are ways that you can meet like-minded people, you know, and like I got, it's really interesting because, you know, the card of the day was that King of Wands, and being ready to make the leap. And it's so true in your situation. You know, it's like, look for the ways and then just go for it. Don't think about it. Queen of Swords. No, don't think about it. Don't overanalyze or rationalize. Just do it and see what happens. You know, meetup.com, going to your nearest major city if there's no meetups in your area, you know, online meetups.
Yeah. Or just online groups, you know, the interests that you're into, you know, take a vacation, take a cruise, go on an archaeological dig. I have no idea, but there's whatever it is you're into. The thing with the dog, stay out of the ghost ranch thing, because like, do you really want to get with that guy that's hanging out there? Probably not. But you know, if a lot of Skinwalker Ranch, right?
I could go to the Blind Frog Ranch, which is also
Oh my God, my dog is shaking the camera. It's so funny.
Oh gosh, that's funny.
I know. I was what is going on?
We got to get to some questions in the chat, but I'm glad you called in, Charlotte.
Yeah.
Because it is calling day.
Yeah. I love you guys so much.
We love you too. We always love talking to you.
We love talking to you. Yeah. By the way, Jay hung around a little bit after his call, and oh my God.
He's like, so Charlotte, what's going on?
Alrighty. So I'm just going to look in the chat here for that question that was next. I think it was Favor. How does my uncle's wife, Elizabeth, feel towards me? My uncle's wife. This is like that one of those things, you know, my cousin's second removed uncle's,
like your aunt. Isn't your uncle's wife your aunt?
My uncle's wife. Yeah, your aunt. Feel
by
towards
marriage.
You?
How does she feel towards you? Is it your turn?
Yeah.
Dax? I think so.
I don't know. This is just really bizarre. I'm not getting anything, Mary, really concrete. I don't know how many cards I'm going to have to pull here. I mean, the main thing, the first card I got there's that 10 of wands again. It keeps showing up. It's like a theme, or overburdened. Okay. What's going on with you and your aunt? Are you like stressing her out or something like that? That's how she's feeling, And I got this same card when someone else was asking, how does that person feel? That's what I'm getting. I mean, Knight of Pentacles, they think you're down to earth and I don't know how to describe that, but hard worker. This is a card about slow progress towards your goal. It's about that kind of thing, talking about career and finances and so forth like that. And that's kind of how she sees you. But there's this thing. What is that? Mary, what about you? What are you getting?
Okay. Look, this is what I'm getting on this relationship, right? Between you and your uncle's wife. So I want to call your aunt, but maybe there was another wife at some point that really was the aunt. I don't know. But, the central focus card I get is the Wheel of Fortune. So how she feels about you is shifting. And that's probably why you're asking the question. It's like, what's up? I have the Ace of Cups in the past position. So maybe there was more of a feeling of like this relationship between you and her maybe started out kind of okay, but now there's this sort of shift happening. And I feel like, I get 2 pages here. First, a Page of Pentacles, above that Wheel of Fortune. Like she's got to know you, the person you are now. Okay. So she's got some things to learn about you. I have the Star card underneath everything. So there's hope for this situation. And then we have the Page of Cups and the outcome. So look, I think things are going through a shift. I think they're going to change. I think that she likes it better when you're taking her advice and kind of becoming the person she wants you to. So she's got to get to know the person that you really are. And I think she's going to like you better. I think the relationship's going to improve, but it's kind of a weird thing right now. And you do you and just be authentically you. And I think she'll come around, so that's what I get.
While I got you up there, you want to pull some cards for Crystal that was in earlier? She was asking about, she says she's hoping to get some insight as to how her court case will work out.
Okay. Your court case, how's that going to go? Again, I'm not a lawyer, so, be sure to pay attention to what your lawyer is telling you to do and advising you on. But just a general sort of overview of this court case that you're in. I mean, it looks not so, it doesn't look so bad. There's something else there. Okay. I mean, it's interesting. It almost, you're in a court case. It looks like it's family related. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. It's just like a custody case or something. Hope not. But look, 4 Wands is the main focus card. So that's like when everything is like, okay, in order, stabilized, structure, that kind of thing. There might be like a structured aspect of this, like a court order settlement or something that like kind of sets out what everybody has to do, that kind of thing. The other thing that comes up is the High Priestess, but it's underneath that 4 Wands. So it's like, are you ignoring your gut instinct or your intuition? Like you maybe already have a sense about it and you're kind of like, you don't want to look at that. That's something to just think about. Knight of Pentacles, it doesn't look like this is proceeding all that quickly, which can be kind of a drag. And we end with the 8 of Swords. Like there's still something that's like eluding us, with the 8 of Swords, the person's blindfolded, their like hands are kind of loosely tied and they feel like they're stuck, but that's just their mindset. So it asks us to like open our eyes and kind of like look at really what's in front of us, what's around us, and discover that we're not trapped, we're not stuck. So whatever the outcome is of your court case, just keep that in mind. Like, shake it off, any of those like heavy feelings that you might have with it. I get the Page of Swords after that, and I get the Emperor card. That's why I said, man, if that was a custody case, I would, I'd be kind of curious about, like, kid and like the father's role in it. But if it's not, I feel like you're going to be fine. The Three of Pentacles came up here. We're going to work through this. We're going to get through it. And again, if you're not happy with the outcome and you feel like, now I'm trapped by whatever this structured order is about, kind of like, clear your head and realize, like, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay with this. But that's just what I'm getting. Let's see what Mr. Dax is getting.
This is bizarre, Mary, because I got different cards, but the same cards.
Weird. That is weird. What does that mean?
You know how you got the High Priestess and you were talking about, maybe she's not following her gut instinct. And I got the Queen of Cups, and I was going to say the exact same thing. You got, what was it? Eight of Swords with the blindfold.
Yeah.
And I got the Two of Swords with the blindfold. Is there a choice that you're unwilling to make or unable to make involving this? You got the four. What was the four card?
Four of Wands.
Four of Wands. I got the Emperor, 4.
And I got the Emperor too.
Oh, wow. Yeah. And you got the Emperor too. This is just crazy. So listen to your gut instincts. If some kind of decision comes up, take the blindfold off and make the decision already. Okay. But I think it's going to work out good. We got the Wheel of Fortune, fortune turning in your favor, along with, the Ace of Cups. You're going to be emotionally fulfilled after the court case. It's going to be a new beginning. So, yeah, I think it's looking really good for it. But I just thought that was funny, Mary, how we got different cards, but the similarities were just unreal.
Yes. But did H ever come up with a question?
No, and we are at the end of the show. There was a question from Jack Mack, but I'll give it to you and see what you think. But I was like, wait, I'm not a medium, because he said, we're tarot readers, folks, because Jack asked, is there anyone in my family that has passed away that has anything to say to me?
Well, I happen to have my messages from heaven communication.
Let's do that
right now. So let me draw one of those for you and just see what comes up. So anybody, and Jack, we're not mediums, but I love these mediumship cards. You decide who the message is coming from, unless it's like, the card actually says, hey, it's Aunt June. Yeah, which these cards, I don't think there's an Aunt June card, so that's not going to happen. But let's see what message does come up here. And I'll show you the imagery too, because sometimes you pick up things from that, and I'm just not sure what I'm even looking at. Oh, it's like a butterfly, maybe. But the message is, spread your wings and fly. We are proud of you. So who was it? There was a person in your life who's no longer with you, that would tell you that, who would tell you, like, hey, I'm proud of you, spread your wings, you go for it, man. Fly, fly, fly. Anyways, that's what I get. And that's like a really nice message. And it's really a message of love. And also notice, plural, we. So may not be just one person.
Oh.
And, we have that concept that, like, a lot of us have the concept. I have the concept that, like, when we pass over, that we reconnect with, our loved ones that had passed over before us. Mm-hmm. So whoever it is, Jack, they're rooting you on. So
or, council of wise elders, a lot of people have their council kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I pulled some cards just to see what message I would get. And what came through was the Nine of Pentacles, the self-made woman, so I feel, Jack, I feel like this is saying about really, to me, it's the card of entrepreneurship. And really, you should be doing your own thing if you're not already. And, you should be the self-made person. And that's what you should be striving for. And then I pulled a couple of qualifier cards, and this is amazing. I got the Page of Pentacles followed by the Page of Wands. Both cards talking about education. So I feel like the message is to get here, never stop learning. Keep learning.
Yeah.
So I hope that helps you out, Jack. And little message from the universe there. You decide who that came from. Your council of elders, or a council of wise people, or your
loved ones,
your
even
loved ones
people
that passed over, or your grandma. He says my grandma. There you go. So always keep learning. Always keep learning. So I don't think there's any more questions in the chat. Sorry if we missed you. If you did have a question, or if you called in and we didn't get to your question on air, I don't think we missed anybody, Mary. But if we did, remember,
come back on Monday.
You can come back on Monday and join us here on the YouTube live, in the live chat. But you can also call Sharona tomorrow. Remember, Sharona's going to be on tomorrow with Heather Hardison talking about her book. What was it again? Oh, shoot.
It's good.
We Three.
It sounded good.
We Divine Three.
Really good,
we Divine Three. I remembered it. I didn't have to look it up. We Divine Three. And of course, don't forget Corby's workshop, because that's going to be fabulous. We're gonna have.
We don't know what it's about, but it's going to be awesome because she's fun.
I don't have.
She's entertaining.
Yeah, the way she does things, absolutely. So we're gonna get out of here, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. Bye, everyone. Good night, Mary Ellen.
Good night, John Boy. It's that